All right, everybody, I'm back. Can you believe I'm making another video this quickly? It's fucking crazy. That's what I think. Anyway, so what's going on now? Well, you can see I'm sharing my screen with you. You can see my edit. This is the edit for the movie. We've been working a lot. You can see there's quite a bit shot. We got half an hour's worth of footage there. Half hour. Look, there's everybody in the frame. There's Farah. I'm back there by the drums. That's Kyle there. We got Farah and or Derek and Anna too. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. It's disgusting, I know, but I did test. It's not coronavirus. Cold, definitely cold. Anyway, so I thought I would share a little bit with you, like what's going on, how this is going, how we're doing it. So we are shooting on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K with Rokinon Cinema Prime lenses. And we are shooting raw 4K. And that's how we're shooting the video. The audio is being recorded with a series of lavs for the most part. Some booming, but mostly lavs. We've got, I think, 4 Sennheiser lavs and then an older Sony lav that I've had for a bit that we were using. All 5 of those mics. And we are using, I've got another Sennheiser boom, which is kind of like a wide pattern. Picks up a little more room tone. And then like a shotgun that's pretty got a pretty narrow pattern. And I've been using those somewhat on the close-ups. But because we're doing everything without a crew, usually those are only in close-ups. Sometimes it's mostly the lavs. I tend to prefer the sound of the lavs, surprisingly. Sometimes they get a little rustly from clothing. And we did have some issues early on with interference, but I kind of worked all that stuff out. And when I was recording to Pro Tools, which is what I had started with, so that was how we were initially recording. We were running the mics essentially right into Pro Tools. Like I said, cold. While we were doing that, we did run into some clipping. But then I moved to a Zoom F6 recorder in 32-bit, which kind of solves a lot of our clipping problems. It does make post-processing a little trickier, but it's working pretty well. So that's what we're doing now, is using the Zoom F6 with the Sennheiser lavs. Occasionally the Sennheiser, and I think it's the Audio Technica is the other mic. It's an Audio Technica, the shotgun mic. Anyway, I can get exact models of all that for you if you want, but that's just off the top of my head. We are editing an Avid Media Composer. We're doing some dailies processing in DaVinci Resolve. And some audio processing in Pro Tools, like I said. But a lot of this is kind of the centerpiece of everything for right now, at least at the offline side, is Avid Media Composer. So here, let's show you this first scene. It's got, in that newscaster will be comped into that television shot. We have some temp audio, but eventually there'll be a newscaster that will be shot and recorded and put in there, and will kind of drone on throughout the scene. You'll hear she or him. You'll hear whatever person that is talking, but we'll bring the volume down behind this. All this audio is very raw, not very well mixed, and there's no room tone put in or anything, so it's going to be a little uneven. But I want to show you guys a little bit of it. Show you I really am shooting a movie. Here we go. First scene.
All non-essential workers should stay home tomorrow and remain there until the order is lifted.
Black and white is part of the homage to Hard Day's Night. Yes, Neptune's in
wow.
the movie
Yeah.
How you doing, Kyle?
You know, having the time of my life.
This is a fucking disaster.
Literally.
What, do you mean that literally?
I do mean that literally. This is literally a fucking disaster, Brett. What do you guys want for dinner?
Nothing.
I don't know.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
So how do we know if we're essential?
Yeah.
I don't
Been
know,
asking
but
that question my whole life.
they gave me this laptop to bring home from work.
I think we might need an insert for the laptop
What?
there. I didn't shoot
I
it.
don't even see how that's
Sarah
possible
was
for me.
afraid she's using a newer model
What about me?
that wasn't available in
Well,
2020. But
I guess we're
I
just
think
going to
I'm
have to
go
wait to hear
and
back
make
from
you shoot an
school.
insert for that. No, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, there's your first little sneak peek of the movie. That's the first scene where we're all told, basically, we're all sent home. We all remember that, right? It does get lighter, for sure. But anyway, I really wanted to share something with you guys, and I'm trying out this new thing of trying to share the screen so I can talk about techniques and get more in depth. If you guys are interested in that, just a quick little background about myself, so you can see if you're curious about what I can possibly share with you. I am a professional editor, but I work in finishing editing, which is post-production finishing, and I'm a visual effects supervisor. The software I mainly use are Avid Media Composer, DaVinci Resolve, Autodesk Flame. I'm also learning Fusion, which is part of DaVinci Resolve, and I'm working on learning Nuke for the place that I'm working right now. So I actually make my living doing that. That's my day job. Chest Hares is my side gig. It makes me no money right now, but I'm really trying to figure out how I can make money at it. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that, tell you a little bit about how we're shooting, because we're doing no crew. It's very static. We're having to do everything ourselves. Sometimes the actors are sitting in his crew, but we decided to embrace that staticness, as you saw in the scene. Like the dramatic scenes, I'm going to go with a real static, very little to no camera movement. And then when we get to the musical stuff, we'll go color and camera movement. So it'll have some nice contrast. The whole movie's not going to look like that. But anyway, there you go. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the fire!